So how much have you lost?
I think got 5 figure.
5 figure. Welcome to Welcome to the Asian Flip Flops. I cannot speak. Welcome to the Asian Flip Flops. This is Plus 1% podcast. Alright, today we are going to talk about a topic that has been trending for a while. Well, not so much now due to the market, but it is related to investment. And for most of you who do not know what I'm talking about, I'm referring to cryptocurrency. Okay, so if you are investing in cryptocurrency right now, I'm sure you are facing this sadness and overwhelmed by the market situation. So today we are going to talk about it, and we have Xue Xun here. He is very good in investment and he's going to share his thoughts on cryptocurrency.
We are both gonna share lah.
We are both gonna share lah. But he is more well versed than me. Okay, so Xue Xun, do you invest in crypto?
Oh, many.
Many?
Yeah, many. I think it has been a while since crypto started. You have seen a lot of millionaires coming up from there, and you have seen many people who suddenly overnight they can buy Tesla, they can buy big houses, right? And I think it was the crypto craze. And of course, Hen Ichi, right? And then we are both in the industry. Then I don't know whether you dabbled, but I dabbled a little bit into mining. I dabbled a little bit into buying of the coins, staking, and different kinds of approaches, and even trading bots as well, right? Just to try out crypto, and lo and behold, here we are, in crypto winter.
Crypto winter, what a nice phrase. When did you started going into crypto?
I think one of my clients was really crazy about it. So funny story, because she started off not doing any investments. And then after that, I introduced her to investing in indexes, ETFs.
Yeah.
From there, right, that's it already. She just went haywire. She went into the most. So she went from a person, right, who keeps clearing her own housing loan with all her bonuses and any extra cash, to one that doesn't even keep any cash in the bank account anymore. So that was the change. So for anybody who is clearing your housing loan, you may want to think twice. There may be other opportunities out there, right? So but anyways, so she went from one end to the other, right? And she introduced me to this thing called crypto mining.
Crypto mining.
Okay. So basically I buy a small device.
Yeah.
And then I steal people's electricity and I make money out of it. No, I didn't lah.
So did you go into crypto mining?
I went to mining, but I paid for the electricity. So the difference between the mine coin value as well as the electricity is the profit that I make.
Are you still... I thought nowadays you can't really mine crypto now. So are you still mining?
So I only bought one machine. That machine cost me roughly in the range of about $5,000. Okay. And at that time, it was crazy meme coins, man. So this particular machine can only mine Dogecoins.
Okay.
So I've been mining Dogecoins, but ever since the electricity bills increased, we have stopped because the cost of mining is higher than the cost of getting one Dogecoin.
Which is not worth it.
It's not worth it at all.
So you stop mining.
So we stopped. The machine is still there, rotting away. But yeah. So I mined for about a month or so before the crypto winter hit, and the Dogecoin craze just went down. I think I mined about 1,000 over about $200-300 lah. About $200-300 worth of Dogecoin before the whole thing shut down.
You mine about $200-300 worth of Dogecoin, and then how much was your electricity bill at that point?
Oh no, that was net of electricity bills already.
Oh, okay. So you started you haven't answered my question. So when did you start?
I can't remember exactly, but I think it was mid of this year.
Mid of this year. So when do you stop mining?
I don't know, man. My client managers for me and tell me suddenly it's like not worth it. Let me do a quick check.
Also, technically your client is mining for you.
Yeah.
Just that you are investing that.
But actually it's just to plug into the electricity point. Yeah, so basically she nets it off for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just passed me whatever extra.
Okay.
Let me check. I treat it as lost money.
You treat it as
lost money already.
You treat it as an experience lah.
Yeah, as a tuition fee into crypto mining. Yeah. But it's quite interesting because without her I wouldn't have went into this particular field and done so many crazy things in this particular field. So I started out with that. Then after that I started out buying NFTs.
NFTs?
Yeah. So I use this platform called Veve. Where I collect Marvel digital collectibles.
Marvel digital collectibles.
Yeah. So for me, I was collecting Captain America.
Okay.
Season 1 Captain America that is launched. Official collaboration between Veve and Disney. Disney. Is it Disney? Yeah, Disney. Marvel lah.
How much do you pay for one collectible?
Depends how rare the collectible is. It can go from $10 USD all the way to a few $1,000s.
So you are paying using, I'm sure you are using like Ethereum.
I pay using cash.
Cash. Okay.
So what happens, right, is in this Veve platform, right, when you put in the money is converted into this thing called gems.
Gems, okay.
Gems are what you can use within the platform to purchase something. So without gems, you cannot buy anything.
So it's like an in-game currency.
It's like an in-game currency. So you basically have to buy.
Okay.
And then convert it into their currency before you can buy anything inside it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you make money out of NFTs? Or you're just buying to collect?
So I wanted to make a bit of money. So I got greedy. So basically, at one point I was I almost earned 50 to 80% of whatever that I invested. Yeah.
So how much have you invested?
Close to $5,000 plus USD.
Okay.
$5,000 plus USD.
Okay.
I collected the entire collection. And at one point, really earned a lot lah. At one point, really earned a lot. Then after that, now it's like crash, right? Until like, I haven't seen the account for a long time already.
I actually never go into NFT because, I mean, I did for once because, at that point of time, right, NFT was so trending. It was on the news, it was everywhere, right? People talk about like, this dude or this lady, they just take a photo of themselves, they uploaded it, they mint it, and then it's considered an NFT, right?
Yeah.
Then people buy it.
Yes.
And they became a millionaire just by taking selfie. So I also did try to venture into NFT. So what I did was...
You tried to take your own selfie?
But yeah, so I tried to venture into music on NFT. I don't know how it works at that point in time. Still this day, right, till today, I don't even know how it works. So I composed the music and then I uploaded it onto this platform called Rarible.
Okay.
So it's like a shopping platform for people to buy NFTs lah, using Ethereum. I don't know if you can use other currencies or not, but it's Ethereum. And then I mint it, uploaded it. Nobody buys it. And that was the end of my story. So I did not really dive into NFT, but I did invest a little bit on the cryptocurrencies, the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, Shiba Inu, and about that everybody was talking about turning into a millionaire through Dogecoin, right? Then after that Shiba Inu came in, is to like I believe he's trying to beat down Dogecoin or something like that. That's the whole point of the Shiba Inu, I think. But of course there are many features as what they claim lah, that what the Shiba Inu coin can do for you in the future. So I invested into Shiba Inu at that point of time because it was going on an uptrend. I was riding the wave, so I was like, wow, it's making a lot of money. Within that one day I make 50%. but I didn't cash out lah. So I was like, it's gonna go up. It's gonna be like Dogecoin. It's gonna go. It's gonna hit 10 cents because it was like 0 point many zeros. So I bought a lot. So I have like millions of Shiba Inu coins, but they only worth like $100. I spent a total of maybe $500-600 on Shiba Inu.
Oh, okay lah.
So now they only worth $100. Will they come up in the future? I don't know. But I don't think so lah, because I feel that actually until this day I don't really understand what is the point of having these cryptocurrencies. Like, because anybody can, from what I've learned, anybody can just create cryptocurrencies. Right? You can just, create a cryptocurrency and then you give a name. Then you put the amount of quantity. I think so lah, that's how it works. And then you sell a concept. People believe they will invest into your coins, and that's how your prices of the coin goes up, because there's a demand. But until today, I don't see a future in how cryptocurrency can help us. Number one, because it is very volatile. Like Bitcoin like that. 10 years ago, it was 2,200 plus. I don't know. Then now it's like USD lah, 19,000, 16,000 I think. So there is, and then certain shops you can pay using Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. Like you can buy certain things using Bitcoin lah. Yeah. Tesla at the period of time they accepted Bitcoin. But what I do not understand is why would the company accept Bitcoin as a form of the currency exchange for an item? Simply because the value of Bitcoin is very unstable. As a consumer, if I were to buy an item using a Bitcoin, for example, that Snorlax over there you have, let's say you're going to sell me for 2 Bitcoin, then at that point of time, the Bitcoin is worth $1,000 per Bitcoin. So it's $2,000 for that product.
Yeah.
As a consumer, for me, at least for me, my thinking was, if I were to buy this keyboard from you with 2 Bitcoins, which costs $2,000, 2 years later, if the Bitcoin shoots up to $10,000 per coin, I'm making a loss. So why would I use a Bitcoin to buy a keyboard where I can use cash?
I think let's catch our audience up first. I think we have been going very deep into all this.
Okay.
Let's start off with some basic questions, right?
Okay, so what is a crypto?
What is crypto? What is it? So cryptocurrency, you can think of it like it's like another form of currency, right? It can be like Sing dollars, ringgit, renminbi, pesos, and then now we have cryptocurrencies. And within these cryptocurrencies, there are sub-currencies, right? So within this particular class of cryptocurrencies, it's almost like Sing dollars, there is $50, $100, $2, and then there's 10 cent coin, 50 cent coin, $1. So all these are different, and within each of the different cryptocurrency, there is also different coins that you can purchase, right? So basically, they for gaming people, it is like collectibles. You collect 1 Shiba Inu coin, collect 1 Doge coin, collect 1 Bitcoin, and then you hope and pray that things go up, right? That's how the entire cryptocurrency works. And they expanded further lah. So they expanded further and they wanted to make this into a mainstream currency, right?
Okay.
They wanted to make it a mainstream currency.
So you are saying it started out as an investment. So like I buy this coin is for the like I'm buying into an index fund. It's for an investment.
Yes.
Then they expanded out to be a bit more mainstream.
Yes. So what happened, right, was this particular portion is the result of it becoming mainstream. Before crypto started, right, there are actually people are looking for the technology behind the blockchain technology.
What's a blockchain technology?
Chimps. So, simisi blockchain. Blockchain technology, right, is essentially, think of it like one block, and you connect them by a string, right? Once you connect them by a string, nobody can take out this block and attach the other 2 blocks together without having any errors lah. That means without you having to see, like if somebody sees it, right, they will know, is a block is put there and you removed it. So basically it allows for people to be able to track each and every transaction that happen without the use of humans. So basically, you think about you go into a bank and then they need to count your money, or they need to say oh, thank you, Derek, you deposited $1,000 today, then they deposit into your bank account, right? Now you remove that guy, change it to cryptocurrency, change it to Bitcoin technology. You remove this guy, there's cost savings within the entire financial industries and also in other industries as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so this helps to make it decentralized, but at the same time still safe for people. And that's what Bitcoin technology is all about.
Like blockchain in general lah.
Yeah, so that's what Bitcoin was built on, blockchain technology, and it expanded to different coins, right? So Bitcoin had some problems. So it's the same as our earphones, right? Our headphones. Some people like Apple, but Apple, like, the sound quality not very good. So maybe I go to Jabra. Or maybe I go to Sony, right? So people who started to see problems with, let's say, AirPods, started to buy other coins, or started to create other brands. Okay. And that's why Ethereum came out. Ethereum is another coin. Polkadot came out. Near Protocol came out.
Shiba Inu,
Avalanche. Yeah. So Shiba Inu and Doge wasn't in yet but like Avalanche coin, all these are legit coins trying to make a difference.
Okay.
And then some joker decided, hey, why don't I also create a joke coin? Right, for fun lah.
Okay.
And then Dogecoin, Inu coin was created, and then they started spiking up a lot. That's how they started to gather a lot of interest from mass market. The Dogecoins. So Dogecoins and all these coins, they are known as utility coins. Means it's purely just for use. Yeah.
What use?
Any use. So like basically a transaction. That means there is no greater purpose behind it.
Oh, okay.
So maybe some of these different coins, right, what they are looking for is they want to change a certain part of an industry. They have a certain goal to work towards. But these coins are purely just for transaction purposes. Oh, I transact with you 1 Dogecoin, transact with you 2 Dogecoin, that's it.
Oh.
Yeah, so these are what we call utility coins. Yeah.
I see. So, okay. So, with understanding of this Bitcoin and how this blockchain works, right? So, let's come back to what my question was, which is why would people use, at this point of time, or why would certain company use Bitcoin as a way to exchange for item? Essentially, like how you use your money to pay for something.
The normalization of Bitcoin came when the asset price keep going up for a sustained period of time. And then people thought, hey, actually, if I were to collect Bitcoin from you, and I know for sure tomorrow the price of Bitcoin will increase, why not, right?
Okay.
Why not? I will just accept Bitcoin lah. If you are willing to pay me in Bitcoin, I'm willing to accept it. I'm willing to take the risk. Because I strongly believe that the price of the asset will go up over time.
So essentially, it's basically like our normal currency, just that it moves at a very rapid pace.
Yes.
And then this is where the company and the consumer takes the risk, whether they want to pay or accept the cryptocurrency as in exchange for their product and stuff like that.
Correct.
So would you do that?
I bought some coins.
Okay.
Yeah. And I did some things with the coins as well. So I did, for people who don't know much about cryptocurrency, right, I'm just gonna name drop because it's gonna be like a crazy long session about crypto that I learned, and I'm still a beginner in it. So I took the coins, and one of the good things about having coins, right, is that instead of putting in the bank where you put your money, right, and then you earn a meager 0.05%. Now, for those who don't have a UOB account, you may want to consider UOB account 3.85% interest on your savings account.
There must be a cap, right?
100,000.
Yeah.
So, at 100,000, their interest is 7.8%. So go check out their website. It's basically a savings account. Okay, so anyways, I was like, so if you were to put there, you can get like 3+%. But last time, before this entire interest rate started, right, it was like 0.05%, right? So if I own these coins, I can become a bank myself. I can become a loan shark. I can lend it to Derek and I can determine the rate. I say 5%. You want, you take. You don't want, you don't take. So there is a market rate for these. So you just follow the market rate. Last time when I was doing this, it was close to 9 to 10% per year.
So essentially you are borrowing cryptocurrencies.
I'm lending cryptocurrencies.
Oh, you're lending cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
And in the return of them paying you back by a certain time, there's an interest.
Yes.
What would it be different from just, lending you Singapore dollar or US dollar?
Same. But you don't have to, it's no longer an informal transaction. It's no longer informal. And you cut out the middleman, which is the banks, who are making the bulk of the money. You lend straight to the person and you can charge a higher interest.
Because you say that it is not on paper, right? When I do just, lending you some money like that. But in the crypto world, wouldn't it be the same? Because at the end of the day, right, when you say I'm gonna borrow some money from you, you say, okay, let's do it via cryptocurrency. So maybe let's use Bitcoin to $20,000 equivalent to 1 Bitcoin, example. So you transfer me 1 Bitcoin.
Yep.
But that transaction is because you are willingly to transact this Bitcoin to me.
Yep.
So I own it now. Right?
Yes.
So how do you determine that this transaction is a loan?
Good question. It's by the platform. So what happens, right, is when you loan to this guy.
Yeah.
So let's say I loan to you, right? The platform has certain restrictions lah. You must have a certain amount of asset in your account before you can loan this money.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, if you cannot, they may sell your coins and force you to pay back. That's the first mechanism that they have. Second mechanism is in every transaction, there is an insurance cost.
Okay.
There is an insurance cost. And this insurance cost ensures in the event of a default, I can still get my money back if I loan it to you. So I pay a certain amount of insurance cost, a small one, and then in the event of a very small event or probability of a default, I can get my money back.
So who's going to give you the money?
The platform.
The platform is
from
going to
the
give you
pool
money.
Insurance cost.
So that means the culprit can get away with it lah.
But you'll be blocked from the entire platform.
So the consequence is you will not be able to access that platform anymore.
And for you to loan a certain amount, you must have that certain amount within your assets as well, a certain percentage. So they will most likely take away everything and return it to whoever they lend from lah.
Take away, that means take from my asset.
Yes.
But can't I, okay, so for example, so I feel like here is the grey area, right? Where I put my money in, so I have a certain amount of assets. Then I loan cryptocurrencies. Then I take everything out.
No, then you get a margin call.
Margin call?
You'll get a call, okay, so...
It sounds like some Dragon Ball character. Margin call.
You basically... I don't know because I never lend money. I never borrow before. I only lend. But what I hear is that you need to have that amount of assets within and cannot drop below a certain amount. If it drops below, you have to top it up. If not, you have to return the entire loan immediately.
I see. So I will assume they will have certain algorithms in the platform to stop you from withdrawing.
Yes. I think so. I'm not too sure. I'm not into that particular field. I'm more a lender. And I just earn the daily interest rate because it's 9 to 10% and it's collected on a daily basis.
Wait, 9 to 10% annually?
Per year.
Okay.
Yeah, collected on a daily basis. On a very good day, right? I remember when it was spiking the assets. One time when I had Doge and USDC and USDT coins. So USDC and USDT coins, they were trending for close to 40% per annum.
USDC is like the normal USD currency, just that in crypto format.
So USDC and USDT, they are very interesting. They are basically one USD dollar. They are pegged to one USD dollar. That means one USDC or one USDT is equivalent to one USD dollar.
Okay.
So they always keep that. But it's supposed to be what they call a stable coin. It means you transact into this, right? You know confirm is this value one. It doesn't fluctuate.
It fluctuates based on the USD.
Yes, it fluctuates based on the USD, but it's always one-to-one.
Understand?
Yeah, you won't get a shock when you change.
So what's the difference between the USDC and the USDT if they both are the same?
They are the same, but some claim that USD, I can't remember which one, but I think it's USDC, don't have the full amount of collateral behind the coins that they have. So for example, right, the reason why they can do one-to-one is because for every $1 of USD they have $1 in gold. In gold/USD dollars that they have parked with the bank as a deposit. To ensure that in the event that everybody say, hey, sell liao, crypto not working, right? They want to withdraw money, they can tahan.
I see.
So that's how the entire cryptocurrency place works, based on my limited understanding of it and how much money I've lost in it.
Okay. Right. So how much have you lost?
I think got 5 figure.
5 figure? And coming from someone that told me that you will never go into crypto that much, you lost 5 figure.
The reason is very simple, the Dogecoin machine itself was already 5k.
Oh, okay. You are including the machine that you spent.
So I'm writing off every single investment that I've done inside. To be honest, they are not investments. Some part of it is greed, right? So some NFT is really greed. And some parts of it is just me trying to dabble in to understand a little bit more about this particular base and how millionaires will meet, right? In this particular era. Like, wow, 钱这样好赚啊. Then might as well I just do this full time, right? Yeah. So that was what happened.
Okay, so this is my perspective. I do not know where in my opinion, everyone's saying now, everyone is talking about this thing, the metaverse. And it's probably gonna be our future. It will be that's what they say. And on top of that, right, I believe that it is going to be our future because, for example, if you look at the past, during my dad's generation, we don't have mobile phones, we don't have smartphone, we don't have iPad, we don't have anything. And then the evolution started from a payphone to a pager to the big chunky phone, and then all the way until today, the smartphone. And then now there's this thing called the metaverse. So essentially, from what I know, right, my understanding of metaverse is it is just another universe in a digital world. So this is one universe, and then metaverse is another universe. As of now, metaverse, we don't know what is the full potential yet. And then it's only meant for gamers. I will assume so because gaming itself is another universe. So we can consider that as a metaverse. Right? Am I right to say that?
They call it metaverse because like what you said, it's a universe on its own lah.
Yeah.
It's a universe on its own that they can do whatever that they want.
So technically a game,
yes,
like an open world game that allows you to work anywhere and everywhere.
Yes, it's kind of like a metaverse. Yes.
So I personally believe that cryptocurrency will not take over whatever currencies that we're using now, SGD, USD, and stuff like that, because there is no real purpose to it, and it is not stable. And then it boils back down to, if I transact this amount of money, this amount of Bitcoin, then it increases or decreases over time, I'll make a loss or I will. So I personally believe that cryptocurrencies will not be our future. It will be there, but for investment purposes. But I don't know where it will go. So I believe that it's not going to take over our current currencies because I don't think the government will want that to happen. So what will be your opinion on cryptocurrencies in the future?
Wow. I think it will be here to stay. I personally think it will be here to stay. For a couple of reasons. I think the technology behind it, it's quite amazing. If you jump through several government regulation and fear about all these things, I think it's almost like Grab coming into the business as in the taxi industry.
Yeah.
People are like, 这是什么来的？会不会输钱？ Right? Grab came in, Uber came in, Tada came in, and Gojek came in, right? When Uber and Grab was here, the taxi industry was like, nobody will use them one, they don't have enough drivers, don't know whether they're safe. Then there was even reports in India, right, where the Grab driver drove the female people and raped them. So it's like so much bad news, right? But I think it is here to stay because it is trying to remove inefficiencies in the entire world.
Okay.
And these inefficiencies come from human to human transactions. So if I take $1,000 from you, I need to double confirm that the $1,000 is authentic. I need to double confirm that it is $1,000,
Yeah.
and I need to deposit it, for example, as a bank cashier.
Understand.
Right? And this money, you pay the person maybe $2,000, $3,000 a month, can be removed and replaced with a technology. And you can scale it up. Yeah. And from there, definitely, I think cryptocurrency and its technology will be here to stay.
But don't you think it's quite weird? Because as of now, right, like you mentioned, if you pass me $1,000, I have to check if it's real. But there's already a replacement to it, which is pay now, credit card, and stuff like that. Right? But of course, ultimately, there is a middleman, which is the bank.
Yeah.
But here's why I feel that the cryptocurrency will, maybe for the next 50 years, it won't take over yet, because how unstable it is. I understand the concept of efficiency. That means to say, just remove this, the fact that you have to check $1,000 and everything and replace it with a technology. That one, I clearly understand that. But don't you feel that if the cryptocurrency will take over, don't you think that Bitcoin and Ethereum will not be the one to do it?
Wow.
Just because of how unstable it is. Yes, it is created by somebody, right? But because I feel that the currency is so unstable, why not just use USDC? Because it's stable, ma.
Possible.
1-to-1 now, right? Then that will be the question that I fire you, lah. Why do you think that Bitcoin or Ethereum will take over the cryptocurrency? Will take over our transaction in the future, despite it being so unstable?
I think another way to look at this, right? Just my 2 cents, right, is think about it as, can you use ringgit in Singapore?
No.
Yeah, you can't, right? Because why? Because it's mandated that you have to use SGD here.
Correct.
Same thing as, right now we remove the governments and now we talk about different shops. They may only accept Bitcoin. They may only accept Ethereum.
Okay.
Right? You as a consumer have the choice of whether you want to take this risk to transact a Bitcoin with them. It's similar to us having either a U-Trip card or we change the money first, We change the money, then we take the risk, whether the currency goes up, goes down, we already have the ringgit, we just pay, for example. But if let's say we have Sing dollars, and then we say, hey, we don't want to take the risk of Malaysia's ringgit keep depreciating, right? Then maybe we use a U-Trip card. Then at the shop, if they have a card machine, then we can use our U-Trip card, and then immediately it uses whatever transaction price at that particular point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the same reason will come out because it's almost like a new currency with very established foundation. And if let's say it becomes widely accepted as a form of payment, you don't choose to pay in Bitcoin, you can choose to pay in cash. It's almost like whether you can choose to pay in cash or credit card. Yeah, it will just become another mode of mechanism that you wish to pay with or without. So both parties, I think both parties will have that kind of transaction. Another way to think about it, right, is maybe you can think about it like a barter trade, like way before cash was started, right? When I rear cows and then you have strawberries.
Oh, okay.
I say, hey Derek, I want to have like 10 strawberries. I give you one piece of my cow meat.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly the same. I don't know what's the value of my cow. I know roughly is this. I know roughly a strawberry is worth this. I just aga pass to you. So, Bitcoin or Ethereum, you can think of it like we go back into the ages, right, when we do a barter trade. I give you coins that is worth a certain amount, and it may appreciate, it may depreciate over time. You give me your goods. Yeah. So I think it's here to stay. Whether it will continue to stay in the form of a Bitcoin or Ethereum, not sure. Yeah. But definitely I think the technology is here to stay.
Okay, so then here's another question. While you were talking about this cryptocurrency and why would it be here to stay, I was thinking about this one thing. Because you mentioned to me, you can't use ringgit to buy stuff in Singapore. Likewise, you may not also be able to use Singapore dollars to buy stuff in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Unless the shop decides to accept it for some reason. So here is what I was thinking. Now, every country has their own currency. And they strongly believe in their currency. That's why they have their own currency, right? If cryptocurrency were to take over, it must mean that the government in every country accepts cryptocurrency.
Yes.
Then they will eliminate all the Sing dollars and everything and just base off one currency. One form of the value. Am I right to say that?
They may still have their SGD.
Uh-huh.
They may just maybe accept crypto as a worldwide currency, for example.
Correct. So that means to say at some point, whether is it Bitcoin that will take over Ethereum or anything, right? The coin itself can only be a representation for a transaction.
Yes.
The coin itself cannot be worth on its own. Because if that's where the government, maybe the entire country will accept cryptocurrency, right? Because if the coin itself it has a worth of its own, then it comes back down to where we are right now.
It's the same, no? It's the same money. It's the same money world that we are in, just that instead of a physical transaction of SGD or a currency that is governed by a government, right? Right now, what we have is we have this particular currency that's not controlled by anybody, that can be used throughout the entire world. So it can fluctuate. That's why it drops from 60,000 to 90,000, right? Because nobody controls. It just goes all the way up. And it's up to you whether you want to take the ride or not. Yeah, but my take is, they are here to stay. If you want to invest only with the money that you have extra. Okay, and when I say the money you have extra, it should be after you have done all the other investments, right? The safer ones, bonds, endowments, right? Investments in terms of stocks, in terms of ETFs, right? Then you go into cryptocurrency. Don't try to jump the gun, because yes, there are millionaires there, but there's also a lot of people that at the end of the day you see them committing suicide, right? Very, very sad, because they owe lots of money, they try to do all these things and they can't. Yeah. Okay. It's almost like buying a 4D. Yeah, you try to gamble that. But I think a better approach may be to plan your finances properly so that you have all these different pots of money. If it huats, it huats. If it doesn't huat, it's okay, I can still continue with my life.
Understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are down in time, so let's have one final question before we end off
this. This one feels like you interviewing me today.
Okay. I'm too used to interviewing anybody. Okay, so we have this. I have this one last thought before we end off the podcast. The question is very simple for myself and for you lah. Which cryptocurrency do you think that will take over the future? As much as I don't believe in cryptocurrency, I think Ethereum will take over.
I see. I don't have a strong take on who will take over. But I'm investing, but I think a very smart way of diversifying, right? And creating your own ETF, cryptocurrency, right? It's just to buy each and every one that's not meme coin. So you can buy Bitcoin, you can buy Ethereum. I personally think Bitcoin and Ethereum are here to stay. But if you want to venture out a little bit, Avalanche, AVAX is a very good, one. Near Protocol is also quite a good one. I think CRO will be here to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Chronos. Correct.
Chronos.
Yeah.
Chronos, is it the crypto.com?
Crypto.com.
Okay.
I think Crypto.com, CRO will be here to stay as well. Polkadot will also be here to stay.
So here's why I think that Ethereum would be taking over, because as of today, right, you can see how the Ethereum currency works around in the digital world, at the very least. Like you can see NFTs are mostly transacted using Ethereum, and then it's to the point where there are games where you have to buy certain characters with cryptocurrency in order to play the game, and it's also using Ethereum to transact. I feel that the progress of a Ethereum is much faster than Bitcoin. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so too, right? So
Yeah.
this is how I feel, and because of this fast progression, and it serves a good purpose for the digital world at the very least. For now. And that's why I feel that Ethereum will take over everything, including Bitcoin. Ethereum will take over Bitcoin. That's how I feel. Well, am I right? Maybe I'm wrong, but who knows, right?
Yeah. We will see 20 years down, if let's say we are still doing this podcast, right? Then you see if the hat changed from a straw hat to a Gucci straw hat, then you know Darren made it in life.
This will always be my signature straw hat. But yeah, okay, so with that, right, we have come to the end of the podcast. We would love to hear your thoughts on today's topic about cryptocurrency. You can leave it down in the comments below. If you like what you are watching, please like, subscribe, and subscribe lah. Support lah.
Subscribe lah.
Only
Support
two of
us.
Yeah lah. We need more friends. Subscribe. Yeah. And that will be it.
Yeah, that will be it.
This is the Asian Flip Flops plus 1% podcast. Bye.
Bye. See you next week.
We need to fix our outro lah. Our outro sucks.